All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream for Monday. All right, cool. Can't believe I made it here on time. I was so busy. It was crazy how busy I was today. Tammy's here. She says, time to sit and wait. Hello, Anthony Kalura. Tammy was number one. You were the first one in, Tammy. All right. So let's see. Hey, Mr. Package should be there Thursday. Nice. I got a package today from Mr. AVAX. He's got some interesting slabs for sale. Let's go ahead and post this here. All right, let's see. Here we are. And up here, we're going to say new slabs for sale. Fresh commission round. And hot new breaks. Live card shop. Okay, we'll hit save on that. I cannot get all my work done, man. It is too busy. I can't keep up. I'm definitely at a point where I need like a helper. Here we are. All right. Looks like Alex pinged already. Let's see. And we'll post right here. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Let's see. Prepare for potential Canadian disruptions. That's a warning from Stamps.com. Well, you know it's bad if Stamps is telling you to look out. That's no good. Your PSA grades are available. Wasn't Jonathan Lewandowski asking about his grades? Let's see. This was the February submission. It's May. We're getting February back. Now, did it come back late? It came back second, didn't it? So it came back late. So weird how they do that. Let's see. Back up here to February. What did he have? Jolteon, Prismatic, Alt Art. Oh, it's going to be bad. I don't remember that sounding like a good one. Let's go take a quick look at it. Jamming out. Music kind of crazy. I ran into this song in this giant playlist, and I love it. It's called Stop Hanging DJs, No More Heroes. I'll start it over. It's got so many fun sounds in it. All right, we're going to close this. Reveal grades. What did Trump get? Yeah, there were some Trump grades in there. I think one was a 7 and the other was an 8. Unfortunately, not even 9s. But I guess it's not that hard to believe because it's hard to grade those. Oh, Jonathan Lewandowski did good. His Jolteon got a 10. Congratulations. And then David Moraes had Playboy Trump. I remember this. So yours got a 7. We already looked. I think Tammy did well again. Yeah, very cool. So if these first 3 cards were traded back to me, what did those grade again? Those first 3 cards, 10, 10, 10. That's nice. What are they? Oshinoko, Azure Lane Volume 2, and Azure Lane Volume 2. Huh. Very interesting. W. Jolty. Oh, you're here, Jonathan. Congratulations, dude. You got a 10. Very hard to get 10s these days, and you got one. Somebody else got a good 10. Somebody had a Korean Sword and Shield Rayquaza VMAX Alt. Who was that? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Hamnet Nicholas Ray. I feel like I haven't heard from that guy in a while. Hope he's still alive. All right, I'm going to close that out. Those are back on the way soon, I imagine. Probably going to arrive by next week. PSA, shipping with PSA takes a while. Let's be honest. It takes a while. All right, let's show these slabs off. I showed them off in a video already. No, I showed them off in the video already. I'm not going to do it live. So if you guys want to see those, just check that video. It'll take like 10 minutes to show these off during the live. So I'm just going to set them down here. Oh, right. So these are AVAX, by the way. If you didn't know, I need a place for them. Do I have another empty box, perhaps? Let me grab this. Pull this out of here. Music is a tad loud, to be honest. Turn it up! Tammy said it's a tad loud instead of a tad super loud, huh? Oh, yeah! Woo! Tammy said, I love this one. Wait, let's rewind it so she has to listen to the crazy part. This song's gonna drive me insane. Oh, yeah. Woo! I'm gonna leave soon. Don't worry, I'm turning it down. I'm just pulling your strings. All right. Dust Noir and Donald Duck. So these are CGC 10s. I have to say, AVAX didn't exactly give us the creme de la creme, the cherry on top, the cream of the crop. He kind of gave us what appears to be some slightly less desirable slabs, but that's all right. You're allowed to do that technically, although storing them could start to become a real problem. That is something I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about storage because with so many people sending slabs in, I don't have infinite room within arm's reach, right? Everything has to fit within arm's reach around me, and yeah, it gets really tough at some point. The commission sales have become very popular. People like it when I get rid of their slabs for them, especially if it just is very easy. Okay, so these are a bit dusty. Crank them beats, mister. Yeah, I know. Whenever you have free time, can you drop the price of my slabs by 15%? Ooh, a slab sale for Mr. Anthony Kalura. All right, so Anthony Kalura slabs are going on sale. He wants them gone. By the way, I'll still work out a deal with you on those poker decks if you want. It's just hard for me to pony up so much money, but I do kind of want them. Okay, let's see. Thing for me is it's not a huge rush. I have all those decks, all of them. All right. But I probably ought to make an offer on them. Technically, it should be cheaper buying from you. If they're for sale, it should be cheaper buying them from you than from eBay. So if I want them, because I want to grade poker cards 5 years from now, and I've already got 5 years worth, maybe I still buy them because I might want to grade them 6 years later. Yeah, I stocked up on those poker slabs, poker cards. I'm not going to lie. I stocked up like crazy. Definitely one of my... I decided... you know, I should go crazy on one product in particular, and I went pretty crazy on the pokers. They sell. They can be hard to sell. The best ones sell. The rest don't sell super fast. All right, so these are all Anthony Kalura. Not Anthony, AVAX. There we go, AVAX. William says, you're back already. Yeah, it's 5. I'm supposed to be wrapping up around 6. We're starting at 5. So our start times are still not looking good. Now, these are going to be CGC 10, Carddass Disney. Let's see if I can find any Disney cards at all. Yes, there's some Disney cards. And let's go with the low price. There is no Pluto, though. In fact, there's very limited ones. The Mint Donald Duck is $33. This is a 9. So I'm going to place this guy right off the bat at probably about about $15. Now, AVAX, you'll have to trust me on pricing on some of these items you gave me because some of these items are really wonky. There's not a ton of them around. And when you have a card like this that you don't want, the goal is to just get anything from it. Just anything. You're not going to make a profit. You might not even break even. But the goal is to get back some of the value if you can get any of it back. All right, so Carddass Disney chip. Let's start there. Chip. There's no chip for sale. Let's try Dale, maybe. That's fine. I trust you. So no chip, no Dale. So that's a made-up price on that one. And then Pluto. Let's see about Pluto. I like the chip and Dale. The Pluto's pretty hard to see, and so I think that works against it. Okay, so neither Chip and Dale nor Pluto can be found for sale. I can also check last sold, maybe. Nope, not sold. And how about Chip and Dale? So as you know, the problem with these CGC 10s is they don't tend to attract as many buyers, especially for this category. What you have is a modern 10. If it was a vintage card like this Meowth, you'll still attract a buyer. But these would be kind of hard to sell because what's the justification of getting the CGC 10 when you could go for the PSA 10? on a modern card. So that's the tough part for those. So, you know, you probably know you were sending me, you know, kind of like, I guess you'd call them junk cards, but I don't want to call them junk because they're not valueless. They have some kind of value. The cheapest CGC 10 was a Donald Duck for 33, and I think that's probably about right for these. We'll see if they even sell at 33. They might not. So these two, this will be 15. This one will be 33. And this one will be 33 as well. Now, you're also allowed to advise me, AOVIC, if you think that the price is way under, or if you would actually like to drop the price, like if you think it's too high and you just want to see it go. You can tell me all that kind of stuff. Because again, on these kind of cards where it's not so sure exactly what the price should be, the price is kind of a negotiable thing to some degree. Here's Meowth. As you know, what we like to do is the cheapest buy it now price. And with the Pluto being kind of hard to see and Chip and Dale not being super popular, I imagine that one would be a little tougher to sell. So we have a Meowth 10 for $50, CGC 10. We're going to check the PSA equivalent, though, because if it's cheaper, we know that price is wrong. Nope, the PSA 10 is like $100. So that's correct. This would be 50. Okay, 50. I'll get your name on these in a second. I got to put your name on. I should put it all in blue. My mistake. And then this one as well, Dustin Moore. So he's a cute card, but it's the same deal. It's always a bit harder to sell these CGC 10s. 25 is okay. Get rid of them. All right, sounds good. Yeah, we want to get rid of them. Oops. Move that out of my way. I posted a video of this CGC return in hopes to make more people aware that we now sell slabs on commission, because there might be people who want to mail something in, but also there might be people wondering, I wonder if he's got anything good. All right, so we have an exact price for him, 35. There we go. So a $35 Dustin Moore, and you want 25 on these. AO. That's AO. What's up, mister? What's up, Duh Farms? How's it going, man? You know, it's funny you sent me these, because I'm sending some of these in right now to Beckett. So I'll send off a couple Carddass Disney to Beckett in hopes for a black label. If I can get a black label on any of these, I think that'll be worth like $100, $200, you know. But they don't hand out black labels all day long, so the odds are quite slim. Oh, I should be writing AO the whole time. AO. Okay. AO. Well, shucks, I ain't never seen so many dang Charizards. And this one's going to say AOVIC. And this one's going to say AOVIC. All right, so there we go. So some cheaper slabs up there for you guys. Now I have a sip of my drink. Here it is. I'm ready to get started. I had some Taco Bell today, man. Bean burrito, crunchy taco, and Cantino burrito. All right. Tammy doesn't like my music. Come on, Tammy. Tammy, you're supposed to be like, ooh, wee, your music's so good. Mr. Omar Batui was the first order of today, actually. It looks like he ordered PRB1 last night, and I did not fulfill this order. Mr. Omar, do you happen to be here right now? I don't see him. Soft tacos. Now I'm going to get hungry. Gross. What? What are you talking about, Tammy? Tammy, what's your favorite fast food? Everyone wants to know. What's Tammy's favorite fast food? You have to tell us the truth. No lying. Even if it's embarrassing. 2, 3. Okay. This is for our friend, Mr. Omar Batui. I just sent for those CGC slabs, Donald Duck. Which one? This one? Just this one? And, oh, okay. So there you go, Mr. Aovic. A couple of these Disney cards are gone. That'll be nice. This will go nicely into my collection. There they are. People do appreciate affordable slabs. All right. Here's this guy. This girl. Does Chipotle count? I don't know. Does it count, guys? Does Chipotle count? Huh. She thinks Chipotle is better than taco smell. Taco smell is king, Tammy. King. King of tacos. It's the most Mexican food, too, by the way. Most authentic. Chipotle is my favorite. You guys want to know something funny? I've never had Chipotle before. Chipotle does count, says P. Brad. Not unhealthy enough, says John John. Yeah, to me, it's kind of like in a rank of like Panera Bread. I feel like it's like partway fast food, partway sit down and eat. I don't think it should count because it's not interesting enough to say you like Chipotle. You got to pick a different one, Tammy. You got to pick a junkier one. Mr. Omar. We gave Oscar Resendez his own box, which should have freed up room over here. So now we've got room for this. What? You got to pick another one, Tammy. Surely you eat at more restaurants than just Chipotle. Come on, Tammy. Give us the dirty truth. Where do you eat? We know all your secrets. Wiener Schnitzel. Chipotle is fast food and very junky. Is it really? I've never eaten there. I do not know. It's probably really good. We don't have one out here in Lake of the Ozarks, so now I don't got a chance to eat there. Okay, so Samantha, we've got Chip and Dale and Donald Duck. I don't have a third one though, Miss Samantha. Did you want to? You didn't want the Pluto one. You just wanted these two. Okay. Do you guys like my handwriting on the back, or do you think it would be better if I had like a little printer that could like print a sticker out that says Samantha Rodriguez? Would that be nicer, a little printer? It'd be cool if I had a printer and it dated the slab so that I knew how old it was. Okay, there it goes. Oh, right, and then Mr. Aovic, you ready? So that's 40, and it's 73%. You ready? 40 times 0.73, 29.2. So I just kind of round that down to 29. If it was more like 29.8, I round it up. Yeah, I figure it evens out over time. 29. I don't do cents. It's too much work. So it looks like I'm going to be spending a lot of money fixing a flooding problem at my other property. Going to cost me thousands of dollars. It sucks. I drove out there personally today to see the damage, and it's pretty bad. The water just pours down a hill and just carries the whole gravel road with it, and it just pours it all over my porch and all over my driveway, and it's pulling it down the hill. There's like a whole trench built in the hill now where the water flows. It's real bad. So I know I'm going to have to contact this guy, drainage specialist, and pay him a ass load of money to fix it. I know it's going to cost a lot. It's really sad. Guess that's part of the fun of owning a lake house. Oh, it's fun. We're having fun. Wait, so you keep 75? He keeps 73%. So that was a $40 sale, and he keeps $29 of that. Pretty easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Now he can have me cash this out, or he can spend it here. So, you know, what you could do is you could convert a lot of junky slabs into a nice slab that you see on the table. You know, we got tons of really nice slabs. Where'd I just put some? You don't have to, but, you know, it's if you shop here, it's pretty fun to do that. So, like, we got all kinds of really good slabs over here. You can convert your slabs that you don't want into a nice slab that you do want. Or join a break or open some product, whatever it is you like to do. Slab for slab's pretty good because, you know, I'm selling your slabs at the buy it now price, and I'm selling my slabs at the buy it now price. So it's like a conversion. It is. Billy Ogilvy says, oh, okay. Yeah, if I was keeping 75%, that would be a pretty freaking sweet deal for me, man. Okay. 3 CGC slabs. Oh, okay, I get it. Samantha bought 2 of them. Jose Arredondo, you got 1 of them. All right. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. All right, you got 1 of them. And so this means we give Mr. Aovic another cut. 25 times 0.73, which is 18. What's 18 plus 29? That's 47, right? So pretty fast, Aovic's got 47. And there we go. Oops. the buyers are happy too. He actually got a deal on this Pluto. And AVAX getting some of his cash back from the original cost of having graded these. Especially those Carddass Disney cards. That's not a bad deal. We can cash out too. It's possible to cash out, yes. Here it is. All right. AVAX. Now, let me go ahead and grab a couple more of these. I got rotation going. So this is a new one. This is Dust Noir 10. Here's Charizard V. So this is a Tammy 10 Charizard. And it looks fantastic. It's from V-Star Universe. That's one of mine. The black ink shows that it's one of the cards I graded. Here's a card being sold by Raul Mendoza. It's 2 Gengars, PSA 6, PSA 6. Super vintage Gengars. You get them both. You can put them in slab away, $5.45. There's a TCC slab. Pretty soon, I'm not going to be able to sell my own slabs. It's going to be all your slabs. So we'll have to think about that. I don't know. Maybe maybe if I end up with too many slabs, we'll have to figure some trick about that. I don't know. But I can tell it's clearly popular to have your slabs taken off your hands and converted into money. And I think that's because really selling cards is a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work. I happen to have a great system that I built up over 6 years for selling slabs, so I have a slight advantage that way. But even for me, you know, like, this takes hours. I sit down and I do this all day. This is, you know, hours just pricing up cards and thinking about the price. And so it's an interesting whole system. So I have a credit now, mister. I sent $65. That's correct. You have a $40 credit. Let me get that written up for you real fast. Sorry about that. $40. There you go. That Persian is so nice. It is nice. So here's a Team Rocket Returns Ekans 9. I can see he's definitely a 9. All right, you ready? I've also been given instructions by Mr. Anthony Kalura to reduce his cards by 15%, which means you guys can come here and get 15% below the eBay price. Guaranteed. That's pretty good. Okay, PSA 9 returns Ekans. Of course, the cards being sold at that price are not probably going to be Charizards. And so that's the trade-off, but that's okay. Okay, so we're looking at $60 on the Ekans. All right. That seems about right. Yeah, that seems about right. Nothing unusual there. Hey, yo. Very important I write the correct name down, too. Keep an eye on me when I do this kind of stuff. It's very detail-oriented, and I'm talking and I'm live. So it's like taking a phone call and pricing things at the same time. There you are. Crystal Guardians. Crystal. So Krabby Crystal. There's one Reverse Holo 10 PSA for $225. I bet you there's no CGC 10s. Oops. Okay, that's correct. There's no CGC 10s of this Reverse Holo. Why did I suspect that? This is actually a very, very, very rare card. Here we have a PSA price, $225. How about $175? The CGC ones tend to go for less. PSAs have a premium over CGC Gem Mint. Now, if it was CGC Pristine, different story. You could even ask for a little more on the CGC Pristines, but the CGC Gem Mints tend to go for less than the PSA 10s, because why would you buy that when you could just buy PSA 10, right? So let's try 180. We'll start there, okay? How does that sound? All right. Good. And then here we have Rocket Persian EX. That's cool. Where did that come on? That came from Unseen Forces. It's definitely a 9. I see it's got a clear white dot on the back. It's an old, unupgraded card. We'll start with the PSA 9 Unseen Persian. $199. Wow. That's the price. I'm setting it at $199. Let's just make it $200. I like to round up. You know, they say there's like a psychological trick to doing the 199. I don't really believe in that. Anyone who's being fooled by that is doo-doo head. So we go with 180, 260, 85, 545. It's nice round numbers. I tend to do that. I don't always do that, but I tend to do that. You come across like an opportunity to do 69. It's like, all right, we'll do 69. Okay. Nice new slabs, just like I promised. How much for that Blastoise? We'll definitely get to that. Consider it a Memorial Day sale. Yeah, we will definitely have to get to that too then. So we got some slab pricing. We got Steven Sistrunk paying down the Giratina. Long time no see. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome back. How are you? So, Mr. Steven. He has a Giratina Altart, and it's going down to 1,570. There it goes. Good. We have an order of Brandon Boutillier towards the Nido King Slabaway. All right, Mr. Brandon. Slabaway payments there. This goes down to 1,595, I believe, right? Yeah? Yeah, that does. Okay. Quick math. You can mess the quick math up, so you got to be careful. Okay, that's it. No orders in the queue. Queue is empty, so that will give me a chance to work more on this. So let's begin by rotating the slabs. Here's an Anthony Kalura slab. So it's going to receive a new price. He said 15% off. So I believe what I do is I take the original price and I multiply it by 0.15, right? No. I multiply it by 0.85. So it's 80 times 0.85, $68. So now you can get this Fampy on sale for $65. Okay. Here's Suicune for $210. That's one of mine. Here's a little Charmander for $135. Here's a Tammy card for $30 that I like. Here's a Heracross. Here's Dark Ariados. A Tammy card, Leafeon. Here's a LaFlame card. He lowered his the other day. All right, here we go. So we got a round of TCC cards. That's really good. These vintage cards are definitely some of my favorite things in the hobby right now because they're so rare and they are so freaking hard to grade too. May's almost over. We're like halfway through May. And you know what's interesting? We really didn't get to rotate through the slabs at all this time. So the reason the slabs didn't rotate is because we got too many slabs. There's too many. So I'm not able to rotate them. This box on my left is full, but the box on my right is almost full. So we are overloaded. Yeah, slabs are coming back from the grading companies. Here's the funniest part. We're getting fantastic sales. There's nothing wrong with the sales. We're bringing in inventory really fast. Tons of inventory. This month flew by fast. Oh, they all do, don't they? Here's a nice card, Master Ball Tinglu, tag 10. I will be grading so many more cards with tag. I'm liking tag a lot. I like their scannable grade review. I also like the fact that the cards I grade with tag, this is $9, by the way. The cards I grade with tag are just a little more expensive than cards I grade with PSA. So what's really fascinating is you run into the tag prices and they're a little bit higher, which is awesome. I mean, it means that people are preferring to have a tag 10 over a PSA 10 for some cards, maybe a lot of cards. I don't know. But I pay attention to that kind of stuff. And, yeah. Okay, what do we got next? Hit refresh. If we got no orders, I get to price more stuff. No orders, new pricing round. Ready? I knew tag would grow on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of those. Okay. This card sucks. So we'll be pricing the Mime not as a 9.5, but as a 9. No one buys 9.5, especially not from CGC. There's no point. Yeah, that's nuts. 9.5, my cheeks. Mr. Mime. PSA 9, Mime, 179. And he goes for $11. Let me test out CGC 9. Can't be worse than $11. $8. Holy, dude. So I'm setting him up here for 8. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes, man. 9.5s, they're only sold at a high price, in my opinion, when it's Beckett. Beckett 9.5s are serious business. Spot on the gym, mister, and 2-star berth with my credit. You got it. Spot on the gym break. That's Jose Arredondo going in here. These have been pretty popular, the gym breaks. Oh, there's a new thing going on. It's a fun thing. We're going to create a second deck like this. Like this thing. We're going to create a second one of these, but it shall be made exclusively out of donations from the audience. So you guys can now donate a card to create a second deck, and we can use that in the future for fun. Here it is, Jose Arredondo. Oh, you're setting yourself up to get your pussy beat up. All right. So this here, you're going to have to say thank you, Daddy. And you said no star or 2-star berth. Here it is. You got 2 misses, huh? All right, you're going to get it this time. I'm feeling it, man. That's star berth, right? Yes. This ticks up to 1. It's a lovely card. Okay. Okay. I need to make a video showing off all the slabs for sale sometime. But what I really could do is, if I have an overflow of slabs, I really ought to just get them listed on eBay, because eBay will liquidate you. Okay. That's what I'm starting to do now. Slabs that aren't super liquid, starting to move them over. All right. So, Mr. Jose Arredondo, let me grab your bag. You pulled me in Let's Be on Break as promised. Law. Let's Be on Break. Did I? Jose Arredondo. Ta-da. Who did pull the Let's Be on Break? What's your eBay? Same name, TheCardconomist. TheCardconomist. Same name. All right. So he's in. And now we have Mothman. That's fascinating. What do you guys think of that, Mothman? That's Mothman from the MetaZoo series. Do you have ungraded cards? I do. I have tons of them. I'm trying to think of a way to liquidate them too. We have one way of liquidating some cards that I'm not going to bother grading. It's called the Bulk Pack. They're $4. Here they are. They might even grade 10 some of these. I don't know. But let me show you what a bulk pack looks like. It looks like bulk. So just stuff. So that's an example. It's really just for the Pokepot. So you want to play the Pokepot for $4, you can. And sometimes you might run into a pack like this that you want that has more interesting cards in it. So this one, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's got those high quality tops cards in it, and I'm just trying to get rid of them. Excuse me. All right. I can't wait to see those Korean promos come back. The Korean promos. Oh yeah, I'm in talks to acquire a couple more of those. There we go. Ready? Haha. Rudy apparently has 900 Evolving Skies boxes, 1,000 Fusion Strike. How can I achieve this as well? Wow. What's 900 times 2,000? Yeah, he's a rich guy. He's like a crypto bro. He's rich. 1.8 million? That's $1.8 million. 900 boxes of Evolving Skies. That's very good. Jesus, dude. But you know what that also tells you? That tells you how much is still floating out there, because he's got that much and other people have some. Just be careful out there, okay? CGC 10 Mothman tops. Nothing. Let me grab this. Cut that. Reset this app. Should consider sealing slabs or making floor ceiling tiers. What? Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's no CGC 10 equivalent. Let me look up the PSA 10. Not really. Oh, here we go. Here's a PSA 10 of this exact slab for $100. $100. So we're going to offer this one, how about for $70? Oops, I did it again, didn't I? Blue marker. Should consider sealing. Mister, how would you recommend pricing graded packs if I can't find comps? Graded packs? Well, you could always take a risk and put them in auction. If there's zero competition because there's nothing to compare them to, it might do well. Other than that, you just price them high, and if no one wants them, you just lower it slowly. There's no risk. If you need to sell them faster, that's a different story, you know. It's all about how fast you want your money, because the sooner you get your money back, the sooner you can do something with that money. I'm sure there's no comps for this thing. I'd buy one now, but I know you're grading them first. That's correct. So those aren't for sale. Those are just getting graded. Okay. I could do maybe a break where I put one up here and, well, yeah, I don't know. Here's SpongeBob and Patrick Star. Ooh. So this is the KU cards. KU, SpongeBob. How about CGC 10? Yeah. So by lowest price, there's some KU SpongeBob. Looks like the cheapest KU SpongeBob is $40. That's a UR. Let me check sold. I'm curious about sold on these. Like, do they actually sell ever? Yeah, not really. There's no sold history. Yeah, there's not a sold history on this. Okay. I'm gonna price this up at, I don't know, $39. Okay, interesting. SpongeBob. Lickitongue's an interesting one. That's an actual vintage card. I like vintage. So he is Vintage Dragon Frontiers. Delta species. That's why he's psychic type, because it's Delta species. PSA 10 Lickitongue Dragon Reverse. None for sale. Now let me check CGC 10. Ah, there is one for sale, and it's already priced. $139. This one right here. Okay, so now we know. We're going to set it to about $140. See if it goes. That'd be a fun gym break right there, a 3-person gym break. And then this Sableye, okay, the SpongeBob is sold. This Sableye is really good, actually. So this is the best card AVAX sent us. That's an actual PSA 10 of a vintage Holland Phantoms card. So there's nothing wrong with this card. It's just a matter of whether you want it or not. Holland Phantoms. Okay, let's see if there's one for sale. There's one for sale for $200. $200. So we're going to get the $200 on this guy, and that is just going to be a quality pick off the table. I'm excited for English Rocket. Yeah. Well, you guys know we have a box break for that, right? We have a box battle going on. Here it is. All right. So here's a box battle, and nobody jumped in it. That's too bad. Check out this Sableye. Oh, right. We looked at the prices. The Sableye will be $200. Nothing wrong with this card at all. This is a solid card with low population, graded PSA 10 by PSA. Should have no problem reselling it one day if you need to resell it. And it should go up in price over time. It goes back to the question of whether you want a Sableye. That's all it comes down to. Most people want Charizard, Gengar, Lugia, Umbreon, and like 2 or 3 more, and that's it. They don't want anything else. And I don't know why people are that way. It makes it sad to collect Pokemon because you get scared to collect cards like this. You know? Because the market says, no. We just want these 5 Pokemon over and over and over again. All right, here goes. We're continuing now. Auto-dubbing will soon be expanded to your published videos. That's nice. Anthony Kalura's here. He says 3 spots in the new rare candy. Yes, the new break. This is Pikachu Rare Candy. You might as well take a spot in here, guys. This one's going to be very popular. Crown Pikachu. This card shot the price of the Pokemon cards up so hard just before the release of Terra Festival. And then Terra Festival just took off like a kite. But this card was already raising the price of Scarlet Violet year cards because there was so much excitement for it. And people were already noticing how atypically expensive it was. 1, 2, 3. So there's Pikachu. He is 3 deep. 5 me. Okay, we have an order over here for our friend. Oop. Let's try that again. If Kendo also goes in, I'll go in. What? Can I take my star spot and move it to the Destined Rivals break? Not the biggest fan of the girl card. So the rule is with the star card, you can't move out of it. That's the bummer with pulling the star card. If you pull the star card out of the breaks, it's not a spot for any card. It's a spot for the card that typically people don't want. And so that's the point of it. It's sort of like a socialist card. What you can do, though, is if you pull the waifu, you can have me listed in auction on eBay to liquidate. You can ask me to purchase it back. You can sell it yourself. All those are options. So in the event that you do pull the waifu card, even if you don't like it, you're sitting on a good card property that can be sold and that'll liquidate into more money into your pocket. So it would be very nice if you pull the waifu ultimately. You could trade it for gold maybe. You know, I've got gold trade. You can always trade it for gold and silver. Any card. So next up we've got Danny Sainamore, Mimikyu Tag Slab. Tag Slab Mimikyu. What does he refer? Oh, this one. Duh. Now, Mr. Danny, I believe you are off by about $5. And that's actually pretty rough because I also had to pay a $4 fee for you. Boy, those international fees are something else, dude. Because that went down all the way to $76. Isn't that funny? I listed for $85, but I collect $76. But part of that is because you missed by 5. So you're off by 5 on this one. But I'll also put your name down on it, Mr. Danny. So you just correct that real fast. If it was $1, I wouldn't care. 5's a bit too much. There we go. But you've got it. It's a nice card. Conversion rates, huh? They're silly. You know what you should do, Danny? You should learn to use this. Right here. So, I'll make sure there's nothing interesting here. So it's the Weiss app. See that right there? So the Weiss app is used in... that's used in international transactions. It's kind of like opening yet another, it's like signing up for PayPal. It'll take a little bit of work, but it's not too much work. Open up a Weiss app, and when you transact with the international buyers and sellers, you actually get a better conversion rate than PayPal. I don't know. I think that's still true. That's especially true for Japanese buyers and sellers. They always want the Weiss app. They're like, you got Weiss? I was like, They're like, you got to get it. But I have a guy from Singapore. He uses the Weiss app when he shops here. So he doesn't pay with PayPal. He pays with Weiss, and it gets a better conversion rate. There you are. All right, let's see. Just sent the missing money, sent an order. I thought it was $5 off day. I wonder if they use crypto in the background to make that work. Who knows? Something. So... this is over. The Moltres is over. Ready? Sableye is a gym break. What do you think of that? That'd be interesting. For some high rollers. All right. Remember, when you guys open cards now, you can donate a card to create a fresh deck of cards for the gym battles. Oh, there you are. Nathan Gordon. Ah, you have a feint. I see. Pull this out. Whip it out. Ooh, these tag slabs are sticky. They must be super glossy. They must be very highly polished or something as part of their design. All right, so here goes. This is a gym break between Nathan Gordon and Jose Redondo. Okay, you ready, Nathan? Hopefully your day is going well, too. Here's Pikachu with the 50, versus Bulbasaur with the 40. Well, you still got him. Jose Redondo. Now it's Magnemite. Oh, that's even worse. Versus Great Ball. He's going to get you with Great Ball. Hey, there's that Meowth. All right, Meowth gets it. Round number 3. Pidgeot with 80. Swampert, 110. Nathan Gordon gets the Moltres. Congratulations, Nathan Gordon. Sorry, Mr. Jose Redondo. Just no luck for you. That's tough. We'll get you a spare card, okay, Mr. Jose Redondo? Mr. Nathan Gordon. Congratulations. Also, we update your scorecard. You got 1 and 1 like this, so that's what your scorecard actually looks like. Jose Redondo has a much rougher scorecard. His is going to say 3. This just keeps track of how many times you pulled the hot card versus your other person. Now, here's a little bonus card for you, Jose Redondo. You got a Karuta Sheep. Man. To go with your Lurantis. All right, cool. Here's an order, Jose Redondo SpongeBob card. Oh, yes. Okay, so AVAX. What do you think of this, AVAX? How do you feel about this? 39 by 0.73 plus 47. It's about 75.5. We'll say 76. There you go, see? So, all good. Okay. Dondo. There it is. Feeling it. Yeah. Here's JCL Lopez, 1 TCC Bulk Pack. Also, I'm keeping the cards. All right, so let me grab you one of those. This is a $4 bulk pack. It comes with 10 cards of just junk. They're basically not good cards. And they allow you to roll 10 times on the Pokepot if you like. So you got an energy. It's a hollow energy. Metal. This guy bragging. The Pokeball. A nice poker card. This one's actually nice. You got a nice little Leafeon. And boom. There you go. What is your Weiss tag? Ooh, I don't know my Weiss tag. Probably like $sign TheCardconomist or something like that. I don't know how it works over there. We are. Do I not have Weiss in the menu? I should have Weiss in the menu. Can you check the description to see if it's there? If it's not there, I really ought to have it there. Pretty sure it's there. That's not the one guy got it. Did you say new bag? JCL Lopez? Let's check this real fast. You might be in here. JDN, Jacob. This is an expired bag. This is an expired bag. James Lee. It's in the menu. Wise ass mister. Hey. All right. Junk packs don't promise to be good. They just promise to give you 10 rolls in the Pokepot. And sometimes you find something like a little thing in there and you go, ooh, I like that. He didn't really leave much behind. Goodbye, Mr. James Lee. Let's get a rotation on slabs here. Anthony Kalura slabs are getting dropped in price by 15%. He requested that. Here's Melodic. Here's Tam. Baylossom. Top 10 Pokemon people collect. Next up, we have Danny, 1993 Sonic Pack. Oh, yeah. This is a Danny order. How's it going, Mr. Danny? Danny, I got a warning from Stamps.com about Canadian protests today. I was reading it at the beginning of the stream. It said, warning, expect delays on Canadian shipment. I was like, that guy wasn't kidding. Because we got Keep Mobius Clean. Oh, yeah. I love you. Ooh, this is a good one. See that? That's a good one. I like that one. All right. Green Hill Zone. I like Green Hill Zone as well. So there's a Green Hill Zone card. Okay. We'll keep this. I like this one. It's decent. Like this artwork. I'll put the decent one in the front so you can see it. Find it faster. And then this is real nice. This is a logo card. But you know what? I'm looking at it and it's off center. Look at the bottom of the card. It's thin down there. Tough, huh? Still, probably you can collect that. Just don't grade it. Put it in like a magnetic folder or whatever you want. Mr. Danny with the box on my left. Those are the vintage Sonic packs, by the way, guys. Well, so if that's not going to grade 10, I'm not going to put in your hits bag. Let's find a bag. Does this have square cut cards? It does. Okay, there it goes. Did you run my credit or save it? Run my credit or save it. Andy, could you explain what you mean by that? It's a nice view. Take a picture of this, pull it on down. Do. Oh, here we go. Got any Hololive Siggy Slabs? I got all kinds of weird grill cards coming up pretty soon, Mr. Kendo, because over time, Mr. Brandon traded me a lot of his grill cards back so that he could continue opening packs or getting into breaks. And yeah, eventually I ended up with a bunch of grill cards. So now I've got a bunch of grill cards coming. That's how it be. Here's a new card coming to the table. We have Anatomy Park. This is Rick and Morty. It's a very strange card. It is a hollow 10 and it is square cut. So it getting a gem mint 10 is still really decent. Question is, are Rick and Morty cards that expensive? And who's buying them? This one, in my opinion, it's not going to sell for a lot because it lacks both Rick and Morty on the card. None of the recognizable characters are on the card. I'm not expecting an expensive card here. Rick, Morty, Anatomy Park. Okay, let's just see what we get at first. Yeah, so how about I type in PSA? What happens then? Okay. Here's some other company graded it. I don't recognize that company. How about CGC? Yeah, Let me try this. Rick and Morty Cryptozoic. Cryptozoic. Probably worth something, but I can't sleuth out a price on it. I'm going to put a guess price on it, okay? It's a pure guess. Anatomy Park, Rick and Morty. No Rick on the cover, no Morty on the cover. I'm going to ask 65 for the 10. Got to stop using the wrong marker here. It's not a pristine 10. Now, if it was a pristine 10, I'd probably ask 100 or higher. Because, you know, that's real hard to acquire. Brandon sold out. Well, Brandon he likes opening packs, maybe a lot. And he kept, you know, trading the cards back to open more cards. Jose Arredondo wants the Mr. Mime. Here it is, Jose Arredondo. Okay. It's $5.80. We'll make it $6. Why not? So this will be... Really, it's almost impossible for me to make money on it at that point. You know, it's like $2. Some cards, if it's too cheap, I'd just say, well, you just hold on to that. Because it's almost like no point. Well, that or I need to make the fee different for cards that are way too cheap. Because I'm making like $1.50 selling this. And it eats up a piece of the table, technically. So, but I say $6, that would make this $82. It's an interesting concept. I've seen other commission channels do the same thing. If a card is too cheap, they say, well, there's a default cost to selling it. I get it now. It's sort of like you don't want to be in charge of selling all the cheap ones all day long. So if I had like 100 cheap cards come in and a big commission, I'd be like, well, what am I doing here? I'm just making $1.50 per slab for like an hour. Okay, we have an order from Jonathan Morris, who says, one spot in the English Rocket Box Break. Yes, that's what this is. Destined Rivals is the new English Rocket Box Break. Jonathan Morris is jumping in. How's it going, Jonathan Morris? Hope you're having a good week. Nice to hear from you. All right, so box battle up by 1. First one in. 1. There it goes. Okay, and Pal Brown says Destined Rivals box sealed. He wants his sealed. You can request that. So these box battles are unique in the way that you don't have to open them. You can have me ship them to you sealed. It just costs an extra $5 to ship sealed, which is not much, because if you pulled it for $40, you're way up. You're feeling pretty good. You're like, I can pony up $5 more. Who cares? I pulled the box for $40. There it is. All right. So there it is. 1, 2. Good. Can I delete these? Delete. Good. I'm going to jump back over here. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Danny says, money for the missing Mimikyu. Thanks, man. Now you oversent. You sent me $1.50 too much. Patrick Brady says, well, shucks. 2 boxes of the Magical Girls. Oh! All right, the Magical Girls. Not the Magical Girls. Here it is. Wow, this channel has sort of become a slab channel. You don't see as much product get open. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Maybe that's why we have less viewers, but tons of sales. Because the people don't necessarily come to watch, pack openings. They come to see slab prices, and it's a slightly different audience. So, for example, if you're somebody with no money who only wants to be entertained, you don't want to spend anything, maybe you don't want to sit and watch slabs get priced. But if you're a real shopper, maybe you just want to see slabs. You don't mind if the packs aren't being opened. One of those things that's really interesting to me. Although it's really hard to actually calculate our total viewers because we split it between 2 live streams, and our views are quite good, actually. It is. Patrick, you got 2 spots over here. Good for you. Let's see what you got in here. Ready? Yeah, if you think about it, this channel doesn't open as many boosters because so much time is spent on the slab ways, slab breaks, slab pricing, slab rotating. Very different feel if you think about it. When I first started 6 years ago, we barely sold slabs. We almost only opened packs. That was almost all we did. Very different feel all this time later. Can I have my spot sealed too? Well, that's a very important... Oh, I haven't processed you, I bet. That's what it is. Yes, sir. Yeah, we can do that. At the end of the late night stream, I paid for a lightning break, and it filled before my payment came in, so you wrote 40 on a card. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you got $40, bro. Oh, that was a bad thing, because I remember you wanted in and Omar wanted in, and I told you couldn't get in because Omar got in first. But it turned out he had told me he didn't want the spot anymore, and I just didn't comprehend that in the chat, so it sucked because I lost $40. But yeah, your money's unspent, so you're good. You've got $40. All right, you ready? I think your teachings about slabs versus pull rates have really spread. Yeah, whip out your ChatGPT app or whatever AI app you use and have it do some math models about the pull rates on some of these chase cards. Pull rates are atrocious. Everyone kind of intuitively knows this, but ChatGPT can kind of point it out even more based on average pull rates that these big YouTubers find by opening up, I opened up 2,000 packs. Here's what I pulled, right? So if you could find each one of those videos and add it all up into like 20,000 packs and then add up all their pull rates, you can get a rough idea of the pull rates. And once you have that, you realize the chase pulls have absolutely atrocious pull rates. And here's the scariest part. Then your PSA chance out of 10 is terrible. When you look at the PSA 10 website, they give you pretty daunting numbers. You go, wow, it grades 10 like once every 3 times. But then it's even worse if you really think about it. How many cards never even got graded at all because they could see it was going to grade 8 or worse? So the real numbers probably looks more like 1 in 5 or 1 in 4. So you telling me I got to pull 4 of these, on average, 4 of those before one of them grades 10? You know, it's just really bad. And this is something we also know because we've opened so many cards over here. 1 in 3, 1 in 4, 1 in 5. That sounds about right. We get cards back from PSA all the time that don't grade 10. And yeah, so when you look at it from that perspective, you can conclude 2 things. Some PSA 10 slabs seem too cheap relative to the cost. Ooh, whoa. Holy. Hello, nurse. Some PSA slabs seem too cheap relative to the cost of naturally pulling them. And with that information, you can then conclude that you can host a break on them, still make a profit margin, and technically still offer the audience a technically cheaper way to have a chance at that card. I knew that. Here's how long ago I knew that. I knew that so long ago that I started that idea out with the Lost Thunder Lugia that I hosted a break on, and there was so much outrage from the audience when I hosted that break. They were really mad because the price of the Lugia, when you added up all the spots, was higher than the price of the buy it now. So for a while I didn't do it because everyone was so pissed off. They're like, how dare you? How dare you do that? So I had figured it out a long time ago, but I didn't want to upset people because of the pricing. And so nowadays, though, I'm just more confident with it. I just say, I don't care. We're going to do it anyways because it's a good deal for me. It's a good deal for you guys. And you need to have a host. There has to be a host. You can't do this at Walmart. Ready? That card is blessed. What? All right, we got some blessed girl cards here for our friend Patrick Brady. When you can, lower the gold Houndoom to 70. All right. So when you guys see this happen, it means that the card's on sale and you can buy it for the lower price. So that's an on sale card. All right. Here's... That's kind of lewd. That's definitely lewd. Try to get the lewd cards out of here. May that none forgive me for my sins. Is this a parody of Jurassic Park? Yes. What? Look, that's definitely lewd, right? Look at this outfit. It's just lewd because of the outfit. Konnichiwa. This is called Weiss Magical Girls. I bought 2 fresh cases of this because we were blasting through the first 2 cases so fast. Right now, this is the second case, and it's more than halfway sold. Let's see. Girl with Dinosaur. What's your opinion on midnight camping line fights outside Target GameStops? They're amazing. As long as those are going on, this is a fantastic time to be in the hobby. This is a fantastic time to already have a lot of product. And so anyone who's in that position has just done decently well. And yeah, it's a lucky thing. Everyone wishes they had more, you know. You go, dang, I wish I had held my cards. Dang, I wish I had more. There were a lot of cards I sold over the last couple of years that if only I'd held them, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's a lot of cards that I did hold. And so I am lucky. I'm in a great position in life as a result of simply investing in a kid's card game. Crazy, right? And so, you know, those lines show that the absolute demented price difference between the secondhand market and the retail price. And that's because of a lack of supply and an insane demand. Perhaps scalping's involved as well. So maybe robots are causing part of the problem. Hopefully we can talk to legislators and tell them we want the bots banned. I don't know why consumers don't band together and say, hey, auto purchase bots need to be banned for these kind of products. That needs to be impossible. And so get rid of that kind of stuff because that should be illegal. The fact that people think an empty chair hold a spot is incredibly stupid law. Like, I'll take those spots and deal with the dummy every time. Oh, yeah, people who set a chair down and then walk away from it, you're not really in line. Here it is. I agree with that. Of course, the person with the chair doesn't agree with that. They go, no. I put that chair down. That's my spot. No, it's not. You have to physically be here. I remember I did stand in line a long time ago when I still lived at home. I stood in line for the PlayStation 3. And it was like a 24-hour wait, and I got one. It was a lot of fun. It was a special experience. If you've never done that in life, you should try it out just for the fun of it. Don't even do it for the money. Do it for the fun of it. Go stand in line for an overnight. And people get like tents that they can sleep in. What we did is after a certain time period, actually it wasn't 24 hours. It was 2 full days. It was 2 full days. I remember this because it was the first day, and then there was a sleep, and then there was the next day. So what we did, we all got to know each other, and then what we did is we wrote down a list of names, and so that we could go to the bathroom and get lunch, and we would only accept each other in the line after that. See? There it is. All right, Patrick Brady. Thank you, Patrick. You pulled 1 ciggy out of there. Not bad. Stood in the freezing cold for 4 hours to get my sister the Wii for Christmas. Yeah, it was something like the Wii was out at that same time period, and my brother-in-law had done the same thing. My brother, I don't even think he was my brother-in-law yet. He was just my sister's boyfriend at the time. And he stood in line somewhere. I don't remember where. I was in line at a Best Buy. He stood in line somewhere for the Nintendo Switch. He made almost as much money as me, even though the Nintendo Switch was cheaper. So I never forgot that. He bought the cheaper item and made the same amount of money, which told me that the margin on the Nintendo Switch was very high. Ivan Rodriguez, Mr. Mime. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. None, Siggy. Yeah. Okay, that's $8, Mr. Ivan. Here is the mom from Rick and Morty for sale. Now this one's actually graded PSA 10. She's looking like a MILF to me, and so this is a waifu card. Okay. I gotta admit, it's not super easy getting 10 on those square cut cards. So this is not bad if you're a Rick and Morty collector. I don't know if you are. I don't know how many people in our audience are Rick and Morty collectors, but this is not bad for a Rick and Morty collector. I think Rick and Morty as a franchise has been hit by the loss of the main voice actor. However, merchandise from the older seasons probably won't do bad. So this is an $80 card. There is an actual direct comparison online. There it is, AVAX. What's next? We've got this Mr. Patrick as a bunch of fries. She's too old to be considered a waifu. Oh yeah, too old? Oh my god, dude. Missed on Lesbian Break. What's the new big break? We have an excellent new rare candy break. That is the Crown Pikachu. Very expensive, unfortunately, but that's also a good sign. You know that? Because what it really means is this is a top card in the hobby. When a card is that expensive, it can only be that expensive when the demand is outrageous for it. So that's a very nice one. And it could take a while for it to end, but that is a way to obtain that Pikachu rather than opening up actual Surging Spark packs. All right, so let's see. KU fries. There's a KU fries for $89, but it's pristine. We do not have the pristine. We have the gem mint. I'm going to do about 40. That is the regular gem mint. Okay, fries. Eddie, you dog. Here's Nathan Gordon. The box battle. You got it. Nathan Gordon. S means sealed. Mr. hitting 100K this year. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. You guys can make a big impact on that when you share a video that you thought was especially good, or when you recommend this channel to a friend. Even one friend can make a huge difference. You know, think about the people in this group who make a big difference to the group. They're just one person. Look at that. Ooh. Oops. Tammy's put this Hound Doom on sale. Get rotation. Here's Kyle Gray. He's on sale. Mew for $230 is going to come down by 15%. Ready? All right, let's just see. So $195. Okay. I'm going to advertise your channel to a radio station. I don't know what that would do. Here's Pikachu from Anthony Kalura. That Pikachu is going to be going on sale as well. $170. So if you see a secondary label above the first one, that's a sale. And it should be pretty tempting to get a card at a cheaper price. Here's Whiscash for $285. This is lovely. This is no rarity, which is like first edition in Japanese. No rarity Magnemite. And I put my signature on the case. So a little fun thing. That's the actual price of the card. There's no price for the signature. Just a nice way to pick up my signature if you like the channel and you like collecting YouTuber signatures. Oops, there's Gloom for $22. Oh, running out of battery here. Let me plug this in. Okay, what's the new box break? Destined Rivals box pre-sale break. So I don't have the box on hand, but it's on the way. And so when it arrives, you can open it. Or you can have me keep it for you sealed. Some people like that. Some people like it sealed. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the plastic, 15 years old, selling for a lot of money. Ivan Rodriguez, he says Sarah Luge times 2, 515. Didn't we already sell those? I think we sold those. I apologize. I don't always keep up with that. Let's see. All Slabs May 515, you said, right? Which wasn't too long ago. The 2 Sarah Luges sold by Anthony. Did those sell? Does anyone remember? Did those Sarah Luges sell? Look at this quality product. It's too much. We have too much. It's got to go. I can't keep up. It's too much. What am I going to do? I think we sold those, but I can't remember. Oops. Now, wait a second. They wouldn't even be in this box. They would be in a different box. They would be in the... This is my stuff. So this is in a separate box. So we're not even looking in the right place. Any more gym battles? We really ought to set one up. Gym battles, you know, I can make more gym battles if you guys want them to be in a more expensive range. Like, look at this Pikachu for $170. That could be like $85 each. All right, here we go. So the Sarah Luges might actually be in here. These are some Anthony Kalura cards. These are all commission cards that haven't sold yet. Are these? So these are 2 nice Sarah Luges. Maybe that's what I was thinking of, huh? So those are 2 nice Sarah Luges. You're wanting the other ones. I almost feel like you were the ones who bought. You were the one who bought the other ones. Okay. Nathan says, Pee-Pee-Choo. What'd you say? This might be a really cool idea, like 6 wide of gum. Sarah Luge. No, I'm not seeing it. It's so weird. I feel like you bought them. I requested them, then fell asleep in the hospital. It is. Let's see. You requested them. A part of me feels like you might have bought them. I can't actually remember. Let me check here. I'm checking underneath. One more boxes to check. Now, if they're not here, they're definitely sold, either to you or to someone else. All right, so in this case, they've already been sold. We know because they can only be in these commission boxes. Of course, there's a rare chance they got sorted in the main box by accident, but I'm pretty sure they're not there because we checked there as well. A little bit. All right. Sarah Roulege sold. It looks like they were 27 apiece, so let me write you down for that, okay? Ivan Rodriguez, 27 plus 27, which is 54, plus 8, which is 62. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, guys. Ivan, you have $62 now. That's nice. With the credit, I'll take the Gengar. All right, let's do that. That means you have $20 remaining. He's a nice card. Okay. There you go, Mr. Ivan. How much is that? CGC 10 Umbreon Mister. It's an Anthony Kalura card. 5 bajillions. He also wants Umbreon 516. Oh, let me take a look at that real fast. Looking for it. There it is. Well, there's one on 517. That can't be the one you're referring to. 516, you said, right? Oh, I see it. That's one of mine. 516. So I must have taken a picture of that. Oh, no. Now we got to hunt for it again. Hunting for the slabs is not an easy thing to do. Let's see. Oops. Don't want that to tilt over. Wonder if it'd be better if I sealed all these slabs so that they don't have the lip anymore. I think that would be smarter. Bear with me, guys. We're just going through these. You might be getting promoted. Who's getting promoted? Is it this one? No, this is the tag version, which is a bit more expensive. Look at the PSA 10 version. Did you mean I might be getting promoted? Before I click the stream, it says YouTube featured under the name Cardconomist. Here it is. Ow. All right. Here's another one of these Gengars. So there's another one in case you guys missed the first one. Dear God. There's too many slabs. There's too many. Ah! You guys can't even see them all. There's no way to see all this. You'll never know what I have. I need some kind of trick or solution. I need to make a video showing them all off. That's what I need. There's too many. Man, crushed by slabs. Dude, there is seriously a lot of slabs. Now, I'm just worried that that card already sold, but let's see. Okay, might not have been, because I didn't remove it from the channel. Slab hunting is not good. This is a very time inefficient. Oh, there it is. Found it. Got it. Okay, we're good. Let me put them all back. Let me put them all back. All right. You know what it is? I need like smaller containers, and then I need to assign the cards to the containers so that when you order them from the Discord server, I go, oh, this is in container 1, and that one's in container 2, and I can quickly locate that. With this all being in one gigantic holder that holds like 5 million cards, that is a really difficult way to find them. All right, that's a lot, man. Also, can we fix this under the table? There we go. All right, whew. Excuse me. There's that cough. Probably gonna die of lung cancer. It's probably too late for me. I'm probably already got the lung cancer, guys. Now, Ivan Rodriguez. Zoom in here. Been smoking too much Pokemon cards. We have an order from, let's see, who is next? Joey Albrecht with the large order, 120 towards his slab away. Okay, Mr. Joseph. Give it a minute here. 7,105. Boom, updated. All right, that's up to date. 10 Pokey Shuffles, 3 Hidden Trials. Oh my. Yeah. Another slab away. LMAO, Mr. About to Quit. No! Ready? Tossed from opening too many plastic packs and inhaling Pokemon card or dust. The kitties were given away for no reason. It is. Nah, they were definitely causing me to cough. I know they were. Here it is. Here's Chagrin. Ooh. I'd walk past the kitty litter box and I'd start coughing immediately. Here's Nyx. Very nice. And here is Rieg. Ooh, Rieg. One slab is missing from the order. Oh, I see. You're saying that you ordered another one and I didn't actually pull it. What was that? So, Blastoise 517. Oh, that's no good. All right. All right, no problem. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Joey Albrecht, 10 Pokey Shuffles. Okay. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here goes, Joey Albrecht. Serena. Oh, no, you got a Serena. Thought daughter. No! Okay, let's grab the Pokey Shuffle. Serena. Here she is. Haha. $40 card. That's not bad. But who wants a Serena? Somebody does. I was sick these last few days. We're glad you're feeling better, man. We're glad you're feeling better. There it is. Where did the cats go? The cats have been rehomed. Sorry, kitties. You're out of here. Ivan Rodriguez. Let's go looking for your Blastoise from 517. Okay, so we jump over here. What does it look like? Oh, I know what that is. Oh, we ran into that one. Darn it. So we already ran into it, and I didn't get it. Is it? Ah, that's the Togepi. It looks exactly like it, though. Poor kitties. It was pretty hard on Karis. She really liked those kitties. I was kind of like, yippee, yay, woohoo, kitties are gone. Because it was a dirty. Those cats like to puke every other day. They like to poop on the floor. They like to piss in the corner instead of their cat litter box. The house stank of ammonia. And I was coughing, coughing, coughing until it was all cleaned. So, you know, it's just how it is, I'm afraid. The kitties are with the crazy cat lady now, and she probably loves cats. And so she loves the smell of cat urine. Not me. I am not a crazy cat lady. I'm a crazy Pokemon card guy. Not a crazy cat lady. Right on. Where could it be? But it's kind of all right. The cats are going to be sick of love. Yeah, she'll take care of them. She really likes cats. She'll take good care of them. I'm not worried about that. We got another cat that comes up to our back porch already. And Karis hangs out with that cat that comes up to our back porch. I like that cat. Let me tell you why. Because that cat doesn't even come inside and go to the bathroom. So no kitty stinkies from that cat. So he's my favorite cat now. He's the perfect cat. You don't got to feed him. You don't got to smell his waste. I know I had just seen this Blastoise, and I want to get that Blastoise to you really bad. Let's see, where can I put this? Start stacking it up on the side here. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, this system's pretty bad, isn't it? It's the problem is it gets too full, and then when it's too full, you can't really find anything in a reasonable amount of time. Having to remove all the slabs to find one slab is a bad system. We're very room constrained, though. I don't really know what I can do. You don't think of room being like a very valuable thing, but it is. Room is very valuable in this card shop. Wow, we're almost to the bottom of the box. I don't understand where it went. Did it like slide all the way down to the bottom? You could sort them alphabetically. No, that wouldn't help. Sorting wouldn't help because there's nowhere to store them alphabetically. Now, if there was like a shelf system under the desk, that'd be a different story. All right, I don't even see it. So it must be in one of these piles, and we must have missed it. It's got to be in one of these piles, and we missed it. God, this sucks so much. Terrible system. There's Rhydon. It was a Blastoise, right? I know we didn't sell it, right? We didn't sell it, did we? There's that cough. Clearing my lungs a little bit. Putting these back in. The worst part is when we put these back into the box, now they're all kind of out of order. So it used to be the oldest ones are at the bottom of the box and the newer ones are on top. Now it's a different order from that. Oh. So the next time we gotta retrieve slabs, we'll probably have to do the same thing. It's too nice a day to clean. What are you talking about? Here we are. I have to change the laundry. Here's Electabuzz. Okay, here's Onyx. I'm sorry, we might have sold that Blastoise. Maybe to you. Curious why it's not in here. This shows me it's very, very important also, if something is sold, to mark it as sold. You can't afford for somebody to try and buy it back out of the channel, because it will be too long for you to have to go hunting for a missing card, right? Does that make sense? So the reason it would take so long to search for it is because you have to go to the very bottom. Nope, not there. And last little pile. I can now guarantee to you that that Blastoise is not there. All right. All that to confirm Blastoise is gone. Yeah, so I must have sold it or put it in the Pokey Shuffle or something and not marked it as sold, and that has been a serious mistake. No more of that. Wait, that's a $40 Tammy card. Oh my God, it's going to be right back here. We're searching in the wrong box. I couldn't see it from the photo. It's a blue label. I zoomed in with my eyes a little bit on the second time around. Oh my gosh, it's a Tammy card. We could have searched for it very easy, in fact. My lord. It's not in here. Wow, we really are on a terrible goose chase. All right. It's a Tammy card. There's one more place for it to be. It's going to be in here. There it is. All right. Jesus, dude. That was bad. All right. So we'll write your name on it, Mr. Ivan. Still appreciate the sale. It's a good sale. I need to think of a new way to organize everything. That's the wrong one. This one's the wrong one? 517 Blastoise? Oh, no. It's a different Blastoise? All right, hold on. 2 Tammy Blastoises? Oh my dear God. I did not consider there could be 2 Blastoises getting put down into the boxes. I'm so sorry, guys. I give this a 0 out of 10 entertainment-wise. It would be fun if you could watch the slabs go by, but you can't. Okay, not in here. We're suffering from success, guys. Too many slabs. I've been raising Mr.'s blood pressure. Maybe you're helping. Maybe I'm getting an exercise that I need. Come on, dude. No, but this is taking... I know how the stream runs. You can't spend this much time on something like this. It's a bad situation. There it is. All right. Woo! Crazy. Let's mark it as sold. Very important to mark it as sold now. We have learned that. If something... Oops. Sold Blastoise. If something is sold, 1,000,000% you need to mark it as sold, because you don't want to go hunting for a card that doesn't exist. When you have too many slabs, if you go hunting for a card that doesn't exist, it takes a long, long time. All right, and Tammy gets a cut. There you go, Tammy. All right. We are finally there, guys. Okay, about $33. Okay, you should have about $100, Tammy. So I made about $12 from that, huh? I gotta say, I'm doing a lot of sales. Tossing this over here. All right. The cut is quite slim, but maybe it's fun for everyone else. So here is Nathan Gordon, the PP Chew spot. You got it, Mr. Nathan. Very nice, Nathan Gordon. Need a new system. I can't think of a better system, to be honest with you guys. I don't know what I would do. Can we do a 4-person break on the Pikachu? That Pikachu, you like him? Let's set up a break on something. Something should be broken, shouldn't it? Let's get rotate in. How about, let's start there. Rotate. Mary. If you find a $20 slab, you can take it from my $20 credit. Okay, sounds good. $20 slab, $20 credit. Here's little Iron Hands. He's $18. You want Iron Hands? He's kind of cool looking. He just kind of popped up right after you said that too. Like he wanted you to take him. He says yes. All right, we got a sale. Ivan Rodriguez. Good. Boom. I Venmo'd, says Vicky. Yes, I know you are in line. Give me a minute here. Let's go ahead and take a look at you. So, but first is Kyle's turn. 2 Pokey Shuffles for Mr. Kyle. Here you go, Kyle. Did I miss you doing my shuffles? Who, Kyle? This is you right now, Mr. Kyle. Here goes 2 Pokey Shuffles. What's up? 2 cold ones. No! I want my money back. Sorry, Kyle. That's 2 cold Pokey Shuffles. Victor Kokiko, Destined Rivals, Box Break. Hey, what's up, Mr. Victor, huh? Jack and Victor? You're going in. Let's count up the spots in that box battle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want more. Pokey Shuffles. Pokey Shuffles are fun. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Speaking of the Pokey Shuffles, let's put a nice card in. How about this Radiant Venusaur? He's pretty solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lovely card. I want that gold picture, but I can't afford it unless it's a break. You know, if you're saying that, it sounds like you're pushed to the edge on the finances, man. Be careful there. All right, let's make sure these don't get injured at all. What do we got back here? Here we have a cheap poker card graded 9. That's going to be Poker Eevee. Okay, shouldn't be terribly expensive. Grab this. Mareep could be a break. Let's see. One of the problems with the breaks, you guys keep buying them. So I don't... There's so many good breaks that are gone now because you guys actually just bought them. And so this is the kind of stuff that remains. If a break is too cheap, I don't really want to host it. Eevee Poker 9. Lowest price. Doesn't really have one. Oh, I didn't check PSA though. Yeah, it doesn't really have one. Why don't we go with a really plain price on it for a 9? How about 25? There it is, 25. And let's grab another one of these. Here's one of these SpongeBob cards. The Journey Together Gym Break finish. For the whole box, yes, that finished. Technically, I can afford it, but I was slightly over my leisure spending. Yeah, that is very typical with Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards always got you with an empty wallet. Empty wallet disease. You know how smokers get like a smoker lung? People love food too much, they get obesity. Pokemon card collectors get empty wallet. It's a real thing. Here's a KU Patrick. Wait. Yeah, there's really nothing to compare this to. Let's go with 40, I suppose. All right, let's get a rotation in. I'm going to go into poverty when Mr. Weiss gets girl slabs. Here's a girl slab that's coming down in price. Mr. Anthony gave us instructions to do a 15% price reduction. $212. Let's find it even further down. I'm going to do $210. Pretty good price reduction from $250 to $215. That's a $12 Dark Ariados from Team Rocket. Ah, the vintage pack break. Here is the Raikou 10 of Spades, and here is a Ghastly. This is almost in the range of a break. I would like it to be slightly cheaper, just slightly, just about $80. That would be a good break. Here's an $80 one, but I don't know if you guys would jump on that one. Here's a nice Squirtle. Totodile, Anthony Kalura, Totodile 8, $45 coming down to $38. On my back. Do you have another Venusaur? Nope, just the Pokeshuffle one now. Oof. Sorry, man. Here is a Kadabra Master Ball. So there we are. Card to kind of come down. Birthday Pikachu. That's a nice card. He needs to rotate a little more. He needs more time. There's that Blastoise. The one guy asked about the Blastoise, and then he bailed. He's like, I'm out of here. I like that Blastoise. How much? Free. He saw that price tag. He said, nah, I'm out of here. Pricey slabs, but that is the price. The price to own good cards. Me and Andy were both trying to grab Venusaur. As soon as we put eyes on it, you put it in the shuffle. Well, that's good, because you know what? The Pokeshuffle shouldn't just be the leftover slabs that nobody wanted. The Pokeshuffles need to have good slabs. I think that's fair, right? It is. But don't worry, we have more slabs. Trust, there's more slabs coming. Anthony Kalura, Totodile going to come down for now, but there's a picture of it now, so. All right. Here's Too Many Gaslies. He's off. Too Many Gaslies. Wi-Fi break is up to 4 now. Greninja break up to 6 now. Pikachu break up to 4. The lightning break up to 1. The quest break up to 4. Okay, Nathan Gordon's done. We have a Jose Arredondo 5 Poke Shuffles. Mr. Jose Arredondo. Let's see what we got. If you're watching this show today and you've never placed an order, give it a try. It's as easy as heading over to the description of the live stream and learning how to use PayPal, ZELLE, CASHAPP, or whatever payment platform is most comfortable for you. Give it a try. When you order cards, that's how we entertain ourselves. You put on a show when you open cards. And the breaks are a lot of fun. Sometimes you pull something really big out of the breaks. That's Jose Arredondo with the cold round. We have Luke Laurie, $35 to slab away. Luke. Luke. $100 remains. Boop. 5 of the Star Wars Galaxy and a Simpsons pack. These Star Wars Galaxy packs are super popular. I need to get more of them. Vaporeon up to 4. Yeah, he's up to 4, bro. All right, what was the other thing? Oh, right, Simpsons pack. The Simpsons, blah, 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 blah. There they are. Awesome that. Shebang. Now the rest of these, we put into this box. I can throw this thing away right away. Very inconvenient kind of box. Mister, I sent you a message on Discord. You can check later. What? I'm checking it right now. What do you tell me? What do you tell me? Can we be friends? You're not Phil, right? Are you Phil? Okay, let me throw this away. Oh, maybe I need to friend you first. Is that it? Are you LL? Here it is. I accepted. Doesn't say you sent me a message. Say you tried to friend request me. Okay, you ready? Here it goes. Snipping time. You only sneep twice, Mr. Bond. Oh, no. The spy who sneaked me. Oh. Golden Snipper. That's Dr. Sneep. Will you still be streaming in an hour? Probably not, because we're almost at 2 hours, and this is a simple daytime stream. However, we will have a secondary daytime stream, like a boss, because we do 2 streams a day. One in the daytime like this, and one very late at night. Be sure to join it if you are a night owl. There we are. Okay. To sneep or not to sneep? Sneep another day. Hey, now wait a second. We haven't watched that one yet. Let's see. Oh. The man with the golden sneep. Okay, that's Luke Laurie. Thank you, Luke. What's this? Oh, wait till we break this card. What let's see. Luke Ruiz. We created a new bag. Yes. Moon Snipper. Golden Snip. Snip another day. The snip is not enough. All right. Ooh. Ah. Very good. Very good. Ooh. They never just kill James Bond. They always let him live. James Bond is really funny because every single movie, he gets outsmarted and captured by the bad guy. Like, literally every movie, the bad guy captures him. And then instead of killing him, the bad guy kind of parades him around, tells him, oh, I'm such a smart bad guy, you would love it. Like they want James Bond to be their best friend or something. James Bond's like, yeah, that's really cool. And then he gets out of jail or whatever every single time. He always gets out of jail. And then he comes back and he kills the bad guy. It's like, well, he should have just shot him. It really starts to make less sense when some of the bad guys are like really vicious and they quickly and easily kill other people in the movie, like without any care in the world. They're like, let him die. I'm not caring. I'm no caring. And so they'll kill anyone else very quickly because they're so evil. But then James Bond just gets to live for some reason. And he's the only real threat. Makes no sense. How about no, Scotty? Run my credit for the Rare Candy Pikachu. Rare Candy Pikachu. He was voted on. Did you guys know that? Voted on. Did I just never write it down? Maybe I never wrote it down, huh? You didn't spend it last night, right? I don't think you spent it. You didn't spend it, right, Andrew? You sure you didn't spend it? Thought I wrote it down. It's weird. Thanks, mister. I resent the message. Unless you put it on Slab Away. Was that it? Let me check your Slab Away because we don't want to spend it twice because that would be like a bad thing. I didn't put it on Slab Away. Nope, because it goes from 10 to 80, so we didn't do that. All right, Kyle Summers, one Pokey Shuffle. Mr. Kyle. 1, 2, 3. Is that Mew not for sale? That's right. We've got to save him for some kind of break. Okay. Cold, Mr. Kyle Summers. No! Sorry, man. Just the way it's got to be sometimes. Here's Blue Pix. It's Blue Pix. Here's Raikou. Here's Pidgeotto. Blue Bat. And Mickey Mouse. I think I'll search around for an Anthony Kalura slab to turn into a break real fast. Give me a second here, because he's offering them at a cheaper price. Schwelp. None of these truly stand out too strongly. Really, if Anthony Kalura slabs are on sale, they should be featured before anyone else's. That should be how it works, don't you guys think? Let's see, Anthony. Time to re-examine Anthony's slabs if they're on sale. Anthony. And nothing's better than on sale. How much for the PSA 7 Mew? PSA 7 Mew? What are you talking about? You mean the PSA 1 Mew? The one that I flashed for like a half second? And it was like, quick! I want it! Which one you talk about? PSA 7 Mew. Okay. We have quite a few Anthony Kalura cards that never sold. Okay, so they rotated, but then they came back down. Now, let me put these behind me. Wait, these aren't all Anthony, are they? That's Tammy. So, Anthony we'll put into a box here. We're going to focus more on Anthony's cards. They're on sale, and so we're going to give them more attention because sales are good. A flame. Okay, good. Popping these behind me now. Legendary Treasures. Oh, right. What do you think? Should I take that one and turn that one into a break? So he's lowered his price to $195. That's part of that break that, or the sale. I just mentioned the sale. Wait a second. Where are my 3 emails? Oh, here it is. Why did this one get moved? Here's Mr. Julian Zamaripa. 100 for my slab away. I'll take the Patrick slab. All right. This goes down to 114. Nice job on that. And then the Patrick slab. This one, the one with the hoodie that we just put up. Where'd he go? Must be this one. All right. Oops. Is that Miss Alexis? Is she here? All right, she's here. And then let's jump over here. About $28 this time. Plus 82. Oops. Let's try that again. 110. Tell Alexis to say hi. She probably would consider that. Okay, good. We took care of Mr. Julian. Mr. Omar Fabo returns. He says, 1 prismatic evolutions. Yes. 15 for shipping. Flat rate box for each. 2 prismatic mats for this box. So I was told that the prismatic mats are actually kind of pricey. Normally, we just throw mats away, okay? We don't actually ship them out. But I think we have a special case here. So I better go looking for them because I just threw them on the floor behind me. And yeah, let's try and get those shipped out for you. I mean, you spent some money on it. Here's Ogre Pond. Sounds like you sent extra money for shipping. So you sent extra money for shipping. I'm going to talk to Alexis about it. We're going to have to find some kind of shipping solution. I'm texting her. Now, the thing is, if we open them up and we fold them around like a square, they might have that as part of their sort of like shape. It might create a sort of almost like indentation. If we keep them rolled up, they're really odd shaped, and I don't have any boxes that fit them. But, you know, I might be able to find some kind of box. But, you know, so if we decide to go down the route of leaving them like in a tube, like rolled up, what I may have to do is find something that fits that shape, like a bubble wrapper or something. And then I'll have to order those. So those aren't free. I'll actually have to pay for boxes. That's something you guys got to understand. And then either ship them separately or just some trick. I don't know what the trick will be. I can wash it and iron it when they come. No worries. Yeah, maybe we'll try to just squeeze them all in. All right, Mr. Omar with an O, and he would like to ship. Well, we definitely appreciate your orders, Mr. Omar. You're one of the biggest orders in the last month, I'd say. You placed some of the biggest orders, so we like you, and we'll keep you happy. Okay. Hey, man, you pulled a golden ogre pond. I didn't really scream for it, though, because, you know, it's ogre pond. It's a PSA 7 Mew. You put it in a fresh sleeve. No, that's not PSA 7 then. It's actually PSA 1. You're talking about this one right here, aren't you? There it is. That one's not for sale. Okay, I know why you might want it to be for sale, because it's a very nice one. Okay, what do we got for you, Mr. Omar? Was it just this one bag? Did you ship already previously? I think it's just this one bag. And then let's get you extra expensive shipping so that we can try to get a larger box going. That's a 1. Why no top loader for that hit? Oh, the golden... Well, in the past, we never did top loaders at all. In the past, this channel, 0 top loaders. And if you'd like to see how I store my own cards, I store them in precisely that manner. I just place them all into a bag. See, I just place all my own cards into bags like this. I don't do top loaders. And so just don't bang the bag on the table or something on purpose. Yeah, don't do anything like that, obviously. But no, the card will be fine. Been grading cards for a pretty long while now, and they're all right. Yeah, don't go banging your bag. Don't throw your bag like a soccer ball. That would be bad. Just the one baggie and the goodies. Yes, so you had like 2 of the little Eevee decks, and inside I put the deck sleeves, and then 2 mats. And then that'll cover it all. All right, I'm printing you a label. All right, I'm going to say 2 EVs, 2 playmat, we do have top loaders now, though. All these years later, we started using top loaders. But sort of the rule, if you're going to get a top loader, your card has to have a raw value of like 200 by default. So that's when we top load it. But I'll do exceptions to that, like maybe a nice square cut card that you're a little nervous about, or maybe a card's like 150. I'll probably just get you one anyways. And then the other part of it is you can top load any card you want for $1 per top loader. So we kind of sell the top loaders to make sure that, you know, if you feel like you got all these cards and you just like top loaders, you can just have them top loaded. Okay. So I wrote down the details. I'm getting a bunch of text messages. Oh, my wife's hanging out with this cat. It's an outdoor cat, and she's brought him inside. We're going to get fleas. Like, oh, my God. Here's Danny saying more Kadabra Slab. Heck yeah, dude. That's a great one. Where'd he go? Did I just roll him down? He didn't just go down in the box, did he? Oh, he did just go down in the box, didn't he? Oh, no. Are we hunting in the box again? Yes. Oh, that's going to suck. Because now I don't know where he is in the box. He's not on the top of the box necessarily. But yes, he is. He's right here. Woo! Happy days. And we're going to go carefully mark him as sold. Kadabra sold. All right. Very important. Very important. Good. Oh, I'm writing Kadabra because I'm thinking about which of these cards to run a break on. I was thinking about the breaks. You know, it's really hard to get a high-quality break. I run out of those slabs. I run out of slabs that are a good break. They're either overpriced, like a $50 buy-in, or it's questionable whether they'll end because it's like a PSA 9. Interesting, huh? Did the signed energy TCCG slab sell yet? Not yet, although if you're into signed cards, I want to show you another one. Here's a $36 no rarity Magnemite. I'm a big Magnemite Magneton fan, so every now and then when they pop up, I sign them. And this is the price of the actual card. There's no fee for the signatures, just a fun extra. in case you don't have a signature card. It's just a nice thing. But you want the Pokemon Day one, probably. That one has not been priced. Where did we place it? Back here somewhere. It's actually an abandoned card. Where'd it go? From 2003, Ruby Sapphire. Pokemon Day 2/27/2023. And there's that signature. There it is. I don't really know what to sell that for. I'll just put one up. I'll put him up for 25 bucks maybe. I'm asking 25 on this. I don't know. It did grade 10. And it's my signature, so you don't need PSA to verify it. I'm verifying it. It's me. Sending. All right, so that one's gone. Let's get a rotation going in. We're going to focus on Anthony Kalura cards for a minute. Anthony Kalura has offered a discount on all of his slabs of 15%. Oh my gosh. She's got a scratch on her leg too. Look at her leg. Her leg's got a scratch up there. The cat undoubtedly scratched her. That's so funny, dude. That cat loves the heck out of her for some reason. So that would make this card a $51 card. I am going to buy this one myself and host a break on this one. All right, so that one's sold. And he gets a 37 cut from the sale. Here it is, 37. Probably not what he wanted to sell it for originally, but... And now I'm going to grab this out of here. If somebody asked to slab away a $15 card, would you let them? It kind of doesn't make sense to do that, does it? Okay, there's a nice Pokemon Stadium Weedle, $29 break. All right. So now we've got Ivan Rodriguez, Mag Amit with your auto. Oh, the Magnemite. You got it. Here we are. Let's see. Ivan, oops, wrong marker. Ivan Rodriguez. Very nice. All right. All right. So Ivan Rodriguez is done. We have Andy Dirksen for the signed slab. You got it, Andy Dirksen. Lovely. Okay. Lovely. Tossing that over there. And what do we got after that? We got time to price stuff up. Let's see. So Anthony Kalura stuff, huh? Here's some Anthony Kalura cards. Cerulege and Charmeleon. Ooh. I like the Charmeleon a lot. Let's see. Here's a 95. 0.85. 80. It's about $81. We could roll it down to 80. I bet he would probably prefer to roll it down to 80. 81's a bit of an odd number, you know. So here it is at 80. Lovely. There you go. Any update on your wife art to slab up? No, there's no update. I'm going to tell her we need to do that really soon because I'd like her to learn how to encapsulate her own drawings. All right, so I messaged her. There goes. So this lovely Charmeleon at 80 now. Cerulege. Ooh, very lovely. So Serolege will go to 44. Lovely. Okay, 44. I think he's got 2 of those Seroleges. Let me check. Yes. So we can update them at the same time. Grabbing this. Okay. Wish I could teach Alexis that. Wonder if Alexis is how long she's planning to work with me and if she'd be interested in learning that already. She's done an encapsulation before, so it's not totally brand new to her. Here's Marowak. That's nice. It's going to go from 89 to what? Oops. $75. 89 to 75. Okay. Oops. Lovely. Okay. We're going to go ahead and hit refresh. Sent for 1. Sent for 1. One of the Seroleges. Yeah, he's a good price. There it is. Nathan Gordon. Hello. Let's pull out the the Anthony Kalura card and get them all priced up here. This is going to be 44. Okay, about $32 plus the $37 he's already got. He's up to $69. Wow, crazy how fast that can move. Oops. That is yours now. Crazy, man. Crazy fast moving. All right, here's another one. Palafin. Look at that Palafin, man. Sent for the other Serolege. Okay, that other Serolege is gone. Palafin. He's going to be 45 by 0.85. $38. That's just crazy how cheap that is. I don't know what to think about that. 38. Here we have Alicia's Appeal. Okay, 224 times 0.85, $190. Okay, that's $190. Man, you should see the pile of slabs that have sold just now today in the daytime stream. You guys want to see this? See if I can pick them up without dropping them. Oh, I don't think I can. Hold on. Look at all this. This sold in one daytime stream. Okay. Stops here, it looks like. Crazy. That's pretty solid, huh? The whole daytime stream has just been slabs. Wild stuff, man. Okay. Now, let's grab another slab. Grab another slab. He said they're on sale, so they are on sale. Ooh, you actually had two of these, so I can drop them at the same time. Okay. Do you still have the Umbreon PSA 9 from Anthony Slabs? Last I saw it was on left of the table. PSA 9 Umbreon. There it is. Kind of Umbreon. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. It's not coming to my mind. Not seeing it. Yeah, he's not popping up. I like this one. I'm going to be taking this one. So the Alakazam, I'm going to set him up as a break. Okay, so you're selling him at $60 then. So he sold to me. Okay, it's about $44. Oops, 44 plus 69. That's 113. All right. Very good. And let's get this guy started. Pulling that off. Okay. I think he's cool. Alakazam is very cool. Get a couple gym breaks running here. Now, we have an order from Danny St. Amour, Sarah Ledge Slab. Where'd I place it? Oh, there it is. But no, Blastoise gets all the attention. Yeah, Blastoise gets all the attention. I'm tired of it. Plus 113, so about 150. Okay, 150, Mr. Anthony Kalura. Danny St. Amour. Good. Good. And now, click. Whew. Empty queue. If you guys want to open any cards, empty queue. Let's see what else we got. This is going to be cool. So that's a nice Glaceon Pristine. That's a Tammy card. Let's put this Tammy card over here. Look for his best cards to get us started. I like this one a lot as well. So Glaceon and Kingdra. Nothing wrong with either of those cards. Those are high-end cards. Karis is telling me she has work at 8. Isn't that sad? So we're only going to see each other for a minute. I better stop, guys. I better hop off. We're at 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's long enough. I'm going to just price this Kingdra real fast. So, well, it should be $85. I don't even need the calculator for this one. This is $85. That's pretty good. Okay, and this guy. Oh, the Umbreon Dark Explorers. I know what you're talking about. He might still be around. I don't think so. I don't think anyone bought the Dark Explorers Umbreon. There you go. Very nice. All right, lovely. So, Dark Explorers. I wonder if he would be in here. That's cold. Maybe in here. Nope. That's cold. How about over here? Okay, let's see. Aha, there he is. He's going to come down by 15% if you want to buy him. $8 less. $47. He's Umbreon, so you're definitely not the only one thinking about it. All right, that's it. I better wrap up. I'm only going to get to see Karis for an hour, and then she has to go back to work. It sucks. So I will see you guys tonight for the late night stream. There was some pretty strong movement in the Destined Rivals pre-sale box break. It's up to 4. There was some strong movement here in the Pikachu Crown Pikachu break. So that's like 8 spots sold there, and then just a ton of slabs sold today. It was a slab day for sure. But the craziest part, we're not even done. We still have a lot of Anthony slabs to discount, and we still have to price all of AVAX slabs. They haven't all hit the table yet. So lots to do. Payment sent, $47, says Mr. Ivan. Ivan's trying to snatch it. That's going to be an Ivan card. Mr. Ivan. I remember every time that this got to be updated. Okay. Oops. Oh, man. Zach sent for it, too. So we go by first come, first serve. I'm going to test and see whose order arrived first. I got to warn you, Kyle. It's probably going to be Mr. Ivan. Let me refresh it. Yours isn't even in my inbox. It's on my phone. Oh, there it is. So Zachary, 0 minutes ago. Ivan Rodriguez, 0 minutes ago. Let me open it up. Show original. So Ivan says 170203, and yours says, ready? 170202. Unbelievable. Yours is actually first then. Actually, it goes to Kyle. So, Mr. Ivan, yours was actually slightly slower than his by a millisecond. Technically goes to Mr. Oh my gosh, yes. It goes to Mr. Zachary. Let me go ahead and hand this over to him. Did I already give this guy his cut? No, not yet. That was crazy. A millisecond difference. But, you know, that's what happens. I think it's milliseconds, or is it a full second? It is. No, that's milliseconds. No, that is seconds. 17 refers to the hours. 2 is the minutes. Yeah, because it was 7:00. It's now 7:03, so it must have been 7:02. And so that's the seconds. So he was ahead of you by a second, not a millisecond. 1 second. And okay, cool. So that means you've got $47 though, Mr. Ivan. So that is all opportunity on another fun card that might pop up. It's wigged. It's crazy how close that was. You guys had the same idea. Okay, and Mr. Anthony Kalura is at $185. 185. There it is. In one day, Mr. Anthony, from 0 to 185 in slab sales. Says a lot. Oh my God, that's a lot of slabs. Look at these cards. So Mr. AVAX up to 110. Anthony up to 185. Yeah, weirdly, I don't make a ton of money on this. You know, those PayPal fees, they don't apply to my cut. They apply to the whole sale of the slab. So if it's $200 slab, I lose, 3.5% on the whole slab from the PayPal fees. So my cut's very slim, and to be honest, very interesting. I guess it makes the commissions very popular. Okay, let's see. Okay. The Kingdra looking extra appealing. He would make a pretty good break, don't you think? He'd make a pretty good gym break. Yeah, we're setting up gym breaks. Let's get this Kingdra going. I'm going to pay for the Kingdra right now. So 62 goes to Anthony Kalura. 247. He has 247. All right, 247. And we were kind of low on these gym breaks. They're very popular. What does this need to be? 43? There it is. There it is. There it is. Very nice. Set it next to the Modern Kingdra. The Modern Kingdra, that's cool. That's an interesting idea. So now you have a couple options. This cool Poker Weedle for 29, this cool Alakazam for 35, and this really decent Kingdra for 43. Couple breaks going on there, guys. I had a lot of fun for the daytime stream. We'll be on for the nighttime stream. Be sure to join us. Lots more cards to be priced up. Lots more cards to be discounted. Anthony Kalura is doing a 15% discount on his cards. This is about halfway done. This has started, and I'm sure it's just going to be a fun time. By the way, we also have the birds here. It's a 1 in 7 birds. So lots of interesting breaks, but also all the fun things on the menu. All right. Also, we'll probably be giving out more spots for this giveaway right here. This is a $110 card just being handed out for free. So I hope you show up for that. See you later, guys. Have a nice night. I'll see you tomorrow or tonight for the late night stream, the overnight stream. See you later.